Deep in the overgrown forests of the Pacific Northwest, giants lie sleeping, not the towering redwoods or ancient firs, but the colossal machines that once felled them. These are the forgotten titans of the logging industry. Yarders, loaders, and skidders, left to rust where they last worked decades ago. For most, they're just decaying monuments to a bygone era. But for a select few, they represent a treasure hunt, a challenge, and a way of life. Today, we're diving into the world of industrial salvage, uncovering the hidden lives of the scrappers who bring these steel beasts back from the brink. This isn't your average scrap metal run. We're talking about machines that weigh over 100 tons, stranded miles from any road, often perched on the edge of a steep ravine. Getting them out isn't just a job. It's a complex puzzle of engineering, logistics, and pure grit. The men and women who do this are a unique breed. They're part mechanic, part historian, and part modern-day prospector. They have to understand how these machines were built just to figure out how to take them apart. Our journey starts with a lead. A whisper from an old-timer, a faded mark on a map, or a grainy satellite image de honte son. The first step is often the hardest. Just finding the machine. This can mean days of hiking through dense, unforgiving terrain, battling thorny brush and steep hillsides, all for a glimpse of rusted steel. You're not just looking for a machine, you're looking for a story. What company owned it? Why was it abandoned? Sometimes you'll find old lunch pails, tools, even logbooks left behind. Painting a picture of the day the crew just packed up and walked away. It's a surreal feeling, like stepping onto a mechanical Maria Celeste. Once the target is located, the real work begins. The assessment. Is it salvageable? Can we even get to it? They have to evaluate the machine's condition, the surrounding environment, and calculate the potential return against the immense cost and risk of the operation. Every piece of equipment, from torches to wrenches, has to be hauled in on foot or by a TV. There are no support vehicles, no nearby workshops. Out here, you are your own rescue crew. The process of disassembly is a masterclass in controlled deconstruction. These scrappers are surgeons of steel. They can't just start cutting. They have to understand the machine's center of gravity and internal tensions. A wrong cut could cause a section to spring loose with deadly force or send the entire multi-tune machine tumbling down the mountainside. They carefully dismantle it, piece by piece, like an intricate puzzle in reverse. The massive gears, the thick steel plates, the spools of inch-thick cable, each component is methodically separated. You see, these old machines were built differently. Wetty, over-engineered to withstand incredible forces. The steel is often of a higher quality than what you find today. This is what makes them so valuable, but it also makes them incredibly tough to cut. The scrappers go through countless cutting torch tips and grinder discs, fighting the very durability that made these machines legendary. It's a slow, grueling battle against time and the elements. A single machine can take weeks, even months, to break down into manageable pieces. And let's not forget the environment. They're working in the heart of the wilderness. This means unpredictable weather, sudden rainstorms, snow, or blistering heat. And they're not alone. Bears, cougars, and swarms of insects are a constant presence. Every day is a test of endurance and awareness. A simple slip on a mossy rock or a twisted ankle could be a life-threatening situation when you're hours from help. This job demands an unshakable respect for nature and the deep understanding of its dangers. But it's not all about the scrap value. For many of these salvagers, there's a deeper motivation. They are preserving a piece of history. Many of these machines are the last of their kind. Instead of letting them rust into nothing, they are giving them a new purpose. Some of the parts are so rare that they are sought after by collectors and restoration experts around the world. A unique gear or a specific engine block might be the missing piece. Someone needs to bring another historic machine back to life. So, in a way, they are industrial organ donors, keeping the spirit of these logging giants alive. One of the most fascinating aspects is the ingenuity involved in moving the salvaged pieces. Remember, there are no roads. They have to get creative. Sometimes, they rig up complex zipline systems, using the mountain's own elevation to their advantage, sending tons of steel flying through the air across canyons. Other times, they might build a temporary skid road or wait for winter when the frozen ground and snow can make it easier to drag the heavy sections out. It's a testament to human problem-solving skills, using basic physics and brute force to achieve the seemingly impossible. Let's talk about the yarder, the king of the logging machines. These were the giants that used a system of cables, sometimes stretching over a mile, to haul massive logs up the steep slopes to a landing area. Finding an intact yarder is like finding a dinosaur. Taking one apart is a monumental task. The mine drum, which holds the cable, can weigh as much as a school bus all by itself. Breaking down something that size on a 45-degree slope requires a level of courage and expertise that is hard to comprehend. The people in this line of work often come from families with deep roots in logging or heavy industry. The knowledge is passed down through generations. They understand the language of machinery, the groan of stressed metal, the smell of gear oil. It's in their blood. They aren't just looking at a pile of rust. They see the power it once held, the crews it supported, and the potential it still contains. There's a profound connection to the past and a commitment to carrying that legacy forward. Even if it's one piece of scrap at a time, this job is the antithesis of a 9-to-5 office gig. The income is unpredictable, entirely dependent on the price of steel and the success of the salvage. Some expeditions might barely break even after months of hard labor. Others can yield a significant payday, but for those who do it, the appeal goes beyond the money. It's the freedom of being your own boss, the thrill of the hunt, the satisfaction of overcoming immense physical and mental challenges, and the peace of working in the wild. So the next time you see a new bridge being built or a modern skyscraper rising, think about where some of that steel might have come from. It might have started its life as a logging giant, working deep in a forest, before being abandoned, then rediscovered and painstakingly salvaged by a small crew of dedicated individuals. They are the unsung heroes of recycling, the guardians of industrial history, and the modern-day adventurers of the steel wilderness. They give these old machines one last chance to be useful, transforming them from forgotten relics into the building blocks of our future. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the hidden world of logging machine salvage. It's a tough, dangerous, but incredibly fascinating way of life. If you enjoyed this look into an extraordinary profession, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. Let us know in the comments if you've ever seen one of these old machines in the wild. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, stay curious.